Aloha! This is your bratty squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. The Squirrel Tangent podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you get fucking offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And welcome once again to another episode of the Squirrel Tangent. We are, I think, past the recovery stage from your birthday.
Pretty much.
Because we overindulged on her birthday.
Way overindulged.
So, yeah. It was like a week of you not feeling too hot.
Yeah.
Wow. Microphones are sensitive. Non-alcoholic this evening.
Yeah, 'cause Ass Monkey over here buys me a bottle of Screwball and says, "This is for your birthday. Happy birthday. I know you like this one." And then has the audacity, because he runs out of his own shit, fucking opens a bottle he gifted to me for him to drink.
Yeah. That was not cool on my part. But
That was a dick move, my dude.
it was a dick move. I'll take the demerits for that one.
Like, you alcoholic? Were you jonesing for fucking alcohol that bad that day?
No, it just sounded really good. That particularly the peanut butter flavor. That has become like an addiction in itself. Just the peanut butter flavor and damn near anything. Even put it in my protein shake in the morning.
Yeah, you should really say that while you have coworkers who listen to this shit.
That I put peanut butter in my protein shake in the morning?
I thought you meant I put peanut butter liquor in my fucking protein
No,
shake.
I'm not. I
That's
am
what it
not that
sounded
bad.
like.
No. That would be a bad.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Especially given that the job is driving. Speaking of driving, though, I don't know why anybody would do this, but I have seen it a couple times now on the strip. Student drivers on the Las Vegas
if
Strip.
you're gonna traumatize a future driver, that's the place to do it.
I mean, are you trying to convince them that they should never drive? That's
Or make them go on the freeway. Or highway, whatever you want to call it.
freeway's usually pretty open. You can see things around you, everything like
there's
that.
people that drive like they're fucking bats out of hell.
This is true. Hence the reason why I cannot rent a freaking Lamborghini or anything like that. Wouldn't be allowed. Because I would lose my license that day. The people that rent those things and drive 30 miles an hour on a street, I'm like, what's the point? Why? I know.
Are you just enjoying the sound of the effervescence?
Effervescence. But the idea of renting a vehicle that can go damn near 200 miles an hour and driving it at 30, like, why would you? Effalumps.
The warthogs are running.
Yeah. I don't understand this. It's like they intentionally tell their kids, stomp as hard as you want, kids, because we know it disturbs them.
Mm-hmm.
And
especially if it's the queen cunt cake.
Right. And the reason why it bugs me, though, is because you know that they're teaching them to treat neighbors like this because they have a misconception or they believe that we did something to them. Hence the bye Karen at the end of our podcast.
Because that was an incident of Queen Cunt Cake.
Your name calling is always
yelling something.
Accusing me of being a pedophile.
We said this story before,
yeah.
But she's just being fucking belligerent.
Yeah, unfortunate. But apparently we're having a mild winter this year too. You finally got no rain on your birthday.
I know, 2 years in a row.
Right. Oh, that's what that background sound was. We were hearing the air conditioner.
Oh.
Did you turn that on?
I didn't turn on the AC, you ding dong. I turned on the heat.
Oh, you turned on all the heat. Yeah. No, we can turn that.
I turned on the air.
The air. You turned it on? If it's off, can we breathe? No, I'm just being stupid.
Even she had to turn and look at you. She turned and looked at you like, Daddy, are you dumb? I'm a cat and I know that.
So we did move some things around. And why are cats so picky? That cat tree has been in the house for 2 years? 3 years.
We
3
got
years
that
now.
cat tree
Like when we moved here.
As we moved in here.
So 3 years. That cat tree has been here. And in that time, she has all but ignored it until we put it where it is. And now...
And what is that sound?
That's a jet flying overhead.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And now we put it in front of the lanai door and... What? Oh, patio door. Sorry. Translation for not Hawaii. But we put it in front of the door like that, so she sits there on the very top shelf and stares outside all day long.
Yeah, it's like a little orange gargoyle.
Unless, of course, we move the box from in front of the front door, and then she will sit there with her nose to the little bottom corner of it. Like, I smell the outside. I smell it.
I smell nature. Nature.
And she will obsess for hours. Hence the reason why there's a giant box in front of our door. We have to move every time we want to walk in or out of the house.
So sexy for the...
Right.
I can't even say living room aesthetic because the living room looks like a child's playroom with a mess everywhere between him and the cat. More so him.
No.
Look at all your crap. Look, it's all underneath the
yes.
The crap. Everywhere you can hide crap, there's crap. There's even in the corner of the sofa, there's grade crap. Now that you move the computer to that corner, it's going to accumulate to the corner of grade crap.
She's not wrong. I'm horrible at that stuff.
And that is the daughter of the king of crap.
Come on up. Yes, the whole world gets to hear you.
Yes, I'm talking about, and your little toys all over the place. cat crap.
Like daddy, like daughter, right? Right. Can we get?
Oh. Yeah, but you basically gotta smash her body into it. It stopped.
It's like, wait a minute, somebody can hear me? No.
She has this. Like, I have to literally press my ear up against her to hear her motor. Oh, yes, because.
We know what's coming. I'm like holding the table down because she's about ready to do a flying leap onto the. If you want to go, but you know.
No, she wants to put her pooper down right there. Look at you. No, you cannot. She steps on buttons. What the fuck? Is that a new bridge for you? No, I'm gonna come put my pooper on yours, mommy. Because the essence of my pooper goes with everything.
Cat Narration 101.
Excuse me. If you're gonna reside in front of me, looking at me would be nice. Ma'am. That's ice water. Don't you stick your little nose in there.
And I think every pet owner does that, the pet narration.
Yeah.
That should be like pet ownership 101. You must narrate what your cat or dog is thinking. And do so in different accents because every once in a while she's French, she's been Spanish, she's been.
I've never done that with her. It was always with Mr. Lee. He was Pepe Le Pew. He was Cholo from the hood.
Yeah.
He was English gentleman.
She is always the ehu-haired Tita from Waianae. Translation for me.
We did this on the last one.
Oh yeah, we did. We have explained
but I really wish she had a sweeter meow. I really do. Because having this by your ear at 3 o'clock in the morning is.
Brandy,
What?
you realize that you are now getting what I got for years. You were always saying, "Why don't you love me like you love Daddy?" And you get a little taste, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
Not at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome to the club.
That's your privilege.
Wait until you get like pinpricks of love in the nipple at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, mine's are not hanging out like yours.
She don't care. She'll find them right through the shirt.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Yet.
Yet. What, Squeal? Where are you going? What? You don't hang out on my lap. I'm just a passageway.
Yeah. And then she'll, oh yeah, no, you're way early. So it is too early for your foods. But yeah, it's been an interesting little week because we're starting a new schedule on Sunday. And apparently that schedule is going to last for 28 days, and then we're going to be starting a new schedule after that because they're doing an emergency bid. I did find out that they are actually enacting the new schedule. For some reason, they're bothering to do the new bid for a month. That's impressive. Like, how do you even make that much noise?
When you're uncivilized fuck knuckles.
We'll go with that. Just annoying.
I mean, I'm not being racist in any way, but there are some ratchet white trash in this world. and they
Live upstairs?
They live upstairs.
Yeah. It's the unfortunate part of living in an apartment where you have an upstairs and downstairs. If we were upstairs, guaranteed we'd be getting people phone calling. They're stomping on our head all day long. Since we're downstairs, we just get to deal with them stomping on our head all day long. And, you know, I just can't wait until we move into a place where we don't have upstairs and downstairs and neighbors to slam on our walls. That'll be so nice. Was that your tummy that just did a growl?
Uh-huh.
That's impressive. It was a precursor to that next jet that's flying overhead.
Dude, it feels like we moved. We're sitting right by the fucking airport.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of business coming in. I don't know why.
Either that or it's windy, which it is.
It is, but no, that's...
So they're coming from a different direction.
That's probably why. Change of wind direction changes which direction they're coming in from. But it's always a lot of air traffic around here, and business has been picking up. Even after CES went away, there's no more Raider games. There is a couple more hockey games, but we don't get a lot of traffic for that.
Are Raiders out?
Raiders are out.
Mine Steelers are out too, but they deserve to lose.
At least the Raiders put up a fight.
No, they didn't.
The Raiders did.
No, okay, Raiders. Steelers were fucking running around the field like they were lost. Like, help me. I don't know what to do. But I want to win. But I don't know how.
Yeah, Raiders put up a fight. We lost. We could have. We were within a touchdown and field goal attempt.
And hopefully, Worthless Burger keeps his word and says he's going to fucking retire. Because good.
Yeah. And this is the limit of our football knowledge because we don't watch it except for our particular teams. And yeah, that's it. But oh man, what else is going on lately? There's not been a whole lot of stuff going on lately. I know we got a lot of people out at work, so that means that there's a ton of work to do.
Say how many people are out.
Oh yeah, we got 50 people out on medical. We're supposed to have like 600 drivers. We're down to around 470. We have 50 out on medical. And in just one day, and this is a weekday, not even a weekend. So we get a lot more call outs on weekends. On one day before noon, we had 40 call outs. So if you want a job as a bus driver, they will hire anybody. Just all you have to do is be able to get your CDL permit, which honestly isn't that hard. An IQ of like 12 might be able to do it, because Lord knows there's some stupid bus drivers.
Yeah, y'all think he's drinking soda. That's burr.
This would be signature shellac, 0 calories.
Shellac.
What was some of the ones? You've been the one. You left it in the room. I have, of course. Well, we've both had some winners this week, but as usual, we have our inability to speak at certain times. It's ridiculous. We did finally wrap up most of our half of our pop collection, because the other half is still sitting in your brother's.
Yeah. Oh.
And we really need to get that taken care of. if he, we gotta send him the money, and then
Mm-hmm.
we'll get it eventually.
They're dealing with their own thing.
Yep, they are. But
COVID.
yeah, never any fun. So we finally decided, even though we've been collecting these forever, though, we finally decided to get the UV cases for the majority of our collection here. It was fun putting them all in there.
Did you like putting him in?
I liked putting things in the boxes. Oh, God. Oh, speaking of putting things in the boxes, that ad, how was that ad for the freaking Flappy Bird Kegel exercise? I showed that to you earlier, where it was the thing you put inside and then...
Yeah.
Oh, God. So you know that game Flappy Bird, guys? Where you make the bird flap to make him go up and over and under and through little obstacles and things like that. Keep it going as long as you can, etc.
I have never heard of this game before in my life.
Well, Flappy Bird. I thought everybody knew about it.
I don't know what Flappy Bird is. For all I know, it could be large labia lips.
Well, in this particular case, maybe. And in this particular case, they have
Will you?
So you connect this USB device that is phallic shaped to
Why
your...
are you censoring yourself? It's shaped like a dick.
Sure. To your phone, you put it inside the pussy, and then you do your Kegel exercises to play a game.
Your vaginal canal.
That was your water bottle.
Indeed. And this new big thirsty ass women practically celebrating the divorce of Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. I mean, have some fucking respect.
Yeah, but you gotta admit that pretty much every woman on the planet just went, really?
Yeah, they just wet themselves.
And every guy is just as bad with Lisa Bonet, because she is quite attractive.
We don't know the reason why. There's people making all kinds of assumptions. And he asked nicely. They both posted that Instagram saying, you know,
they're being cordial and they're being nice about it. So we have to assume
it was mutual and
yeah. So we have to assume that it was something that they just kind of like fell out of it and moved on. Ma Petite, why do you insist on going into the most awkward places you could possibly find?
Ma Petite, no. No.
Hey. Excuse me, you orange troublemaker.
Good God. No. Go away. And she's just looking at me like, Mommy, are you high? She's not doing shit.
Oh, God. So the report is apparently there is a peer-reviewed research that says that cannabis is good for resistance against COVID. Get stoned.
But, you know, it's not recreationally legal everywhere.
Right. And it's not recreationally legal federal. It's not legal at all federally.
No.
What the hell is this show?
Fuck if I know, you keep
Resident Alien. I'm going to have to watch
Ma
that
Petite
now.
Fleur.
Why are you doing laps around? We are giving you attention. We are not speaking loud, which is what usually bugs you.
Yeah.
But, oh, yes. Yes.
Why don't you groom Daddy's arm fur?
You think it hasn't happened? She's like, I'm going to do another lap, and then let me put my pooper on mommy's table.
And then maybe later, I will groom daddy's beard.
Oh, and the day that happened the first time.
Hello, ma'am. Hi. Okay.
I still think the funniest one out of all that she's ever done, not the grooming of the beard, was the opening of my eyes.
Oh, yeah. She opened your eye, and you caught her right as she was going to swat the boys.
Yeah, I caught that one. She has launched off of them before. That was a rather uncomfortable situation. You know.
Oh, did you hear that?
Wow, are you hungry or?
Not really. It happens when I drink ice water, and if I'm remotely a little bit hungry.
I'll preheat the oven as soon as we're done recording.
For what?
I've got chicken thawed and everything. He's like, no, you're supposed to preheat the oven for my cow-cows, Daddy. Oh, food. Essentially.
Will you move that fucking can? I can still hear it, but it's not like a fucking carbonated party.
Live for the effervescence. And then we got these new microphone stands. Finally, when we got the okay, so for those that are not in the audio world, there's shock mounts. You've probably seen pretty much every DJ on the planet that you've seen on TV. The shock mount is the part that holds the microphone in front of them. Well, they have little rubber bands which you can that hold them in place. And the ones that we had were the ones that came with the microphones. Well, over the year and a half that we were using them.
You know, now I'm trying to look for a rubber band. Oh. It's black like the metal, so.
Right. But over the year and a half that we were using them, they did the same thing that every rubber band does. They got stretched out.
What?
I'm waiting for you to go into the
Deliverance?
Ding 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 ding. Yes, that would be the Deliverance. Battle of the Banjos.
Sure got some pretty lips.
Oh yeah, Muppety, you are just so. I'm going to put my pooper right here behind your board, Daddy. I'm going to make sure you can hear every move that I make.
While I flick my tail up against the table so you can hear it.
I swear this episode's going to have to be the narration of Cat.
Well, maybe she's just not feeling good.
Yeah, she did have a little bit of upset tummy earlier.
Oh, yes, Daddy. Scratch my booty. Scratch it. Scratch it. Yes. Scratch it. Face down, ass up.
That's the way she's never fucked.
She tried.
She did. She had like a whole, month when she was first in the house where she squalled like Scuttle.
Went into heat twice.
Yep. And sounded like Scuttle and kept us awake all night long.
See, and the thing is that because there's no real significant season change, like here in the mainland, usually the kitten season is usually springtime. But because of the weather in Hawaii, it's always springtime.
Right.
So these fuckers are always going into heat.
Speaking of always in heat, though, especially in Hawaii, they have a really big feral cat problem. For Betty White's birthday,
And did everybody do the Betty White challenge?
I did.
I thought you said we did.
Well, we did.
That
Yeah.
was for
Yeah, we
us.
did. We did.
See how he is? Drinks my fucking out my gift. To me.
We did. If you wanted to help out, there is a worthy not-for-profit for a friend of ours in Hawaii who has who does a cat rescue, and he adopts out and everything like that. He'll adopt out all across the world. Lucky Paws Animal Foundation. And so if you feel the need to donate to a worthy cause and rescue some cats, there you go. But we did do that. Also, we did get our lovely Betty White People magazine. Got that one framed. That's kind of a cool edition. I've never purchased the special edition magazine.
Yeah, I could get one for Betty.
Yeah, we did. And you can't even buy the Betty White pop
The
doll.
original one? Oh wait, the original edition of People. It was out on the shelves for 1 week and then they recalled them.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we couldn't get that one, and now those ones are going for like $300.
And we were just looking at them.
Right. But, oh well. We got the one that we did, and we got it framed, and it's up on our wall because we collect weird shit. In a couple of months, we can put Yoda's ears up. The Easter Yoda.
The fucking 2-foot Yoda
What
that I...
the hell? So we leave the TV on quietly in the background. They just squeeze somebody's neck like they were popping a pimple and a bug came out. Yummy.
That sounds delicious.
But,
Crispy flies.
yeah. And then, the pasty white person with all kinds of symbols on them. Awesome. Because, well, we do love our sci-fi, fantasy, and, supernatural. But, anyways. This is a rough one. There wasn't really a lot to...
No, Betty passing away and then...
Yeah.
New Year's was...
We got bits of the new computer in, which, your brownie squirrel decided it helped me pick the LED pattern for the keyboard.
I talked about it the last time about the fucking Hobbit, didn't I?
Which Hobbit?
My finally being out in public.
Not really. I mean, we talked about you being out in public, but I'm not sure about the...
No, I talked about the fucking Pobbit. The Pobbit.
Our inability to speak in real time.
Talked about the Pobbit.
But... No, and you did good. I am proud of you for doing... I know that the anxiety was high.
Yeah, it was.
And hopefully we can... not wait 6 months for the next one. Especially since we got a friend coming into town that it would be really nice if they can finally see you again. Because they like you. People like her.
They like me.
And gosh darn it, I'm special.
Is your name, gosh darn it, I'm special? Yeah. What's wrong with the baby?
Oh.
What's wrong with the baby?
Oh. But no, we got, we went back to work after that was kind of rough, going back to work after a week off. And pooper in my eye. Thank you.
Oh, your new orange mustache is Amazing.
And then,
Why are you pacing? And why are you fussy? Why are you being fussy?
because she doesn't like it when we're not
Not
paying attention to her.
her? Why are you being fussy?
Yeah. So that's pretty much our 2 weeks. Everything's, the Christmas season went by. We did all that. We got.
Oh, my dad forgot my birthday.
Oh, that's always wonderful. Nope.
Oh,
Oh, not getting on top of the. There we go. You can come down
my
here.
dad forgot my birthday.
Yeah. Your sister didn't remember until
A week
a
and a
week
day
after.
later.
Yeah.
My brother was that very day.
Yeah. At least your brother remembered.
Yeah.
Your brother seems like he's actually, a brother. My dad is, well, I can't say he's emotionless anymore. He used to be so no emotion showing thing. And then it's weird. Like, him being affectionate in public was like, what? I know we've talked about this before, but every time I think about it, I'm like, ugh. What? My dad? Holding hands? No. I love my dad. I just, I'm not used to it because he's a different person with my stepmom. He's a different person with her than he ever was with my biological mom. And my
Bio-mom.
And my biological mom is a different person with, they both have since remarried and they are both in better situations. Because the guy that my mom is with, well, he knows how to help her with the issues that she has. The guy the woman that my dad is with is apparently good for him too. I don't know what the good for is, but I've always been a little bit closer to my mom than my dad. Hello, ma petite. Do not put your pooper on the board.
I want to stick my pooper into one of these outlets
Oh.
and let you hear.
These knobs feel so good on my pooper.
These nugs?
Knobs.
I thought you said nugs. I'm like, she got 6 of them. Or 8.
No,
6.
6. I think they have 3 on each side. How many nips you
what
got?
are you eating?
She's just licking something off of the table here. Because, Cat.
Pussy liquor.
Oh, God. No, we were talking, when I was at work the other day, though, we were doing the dry run for the NFL draft. Basically just figuring out where everything is supposed to go. And so we pull up next to this condo, this high-rise condo building. And one of my coworkers is like, that's my goal one of these days, to live up there. And he's talking about the penthouse in the condo.
I would have started singing, well, moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
So I'm like,
well, moving on up.
So I straight up told him, it's like, dude, you can forget about that costing an arm and a leg. You can just give up your dick. Okay, you just cut it off, hand it to him. It's like, that's, there we go. That's my bills. And he's like, to live up there? Yeah, I can live with a pussy for a while. I'm like, if you want to cut off, if you want to say something's expensive to a guy, tell him that he has to give up the most valuable part of his body.
Of worth?
The thing of most worth on a guy's body would be his dick.
I mean, you can just cut off the balls and let the boy hang there.
That would just make the dick useless. But
But that's your sacrifice
ooh,
for moving
yeah.
on now.
What would it be for you? What would it be for a woman? What would be the thing that would be like if it was to cost a woman
A
the
body part?
the most valuable body part on her body? What do you think it would be? Because a guy, it's just easily, the boys.
Oh.
There's no one particular body part for
Me? No. Because it's drooping, falling. Drooping, falling, swinging,
dried out.
dried out. Yeah, we've discussed the dried out.
We have discussed the desert, the
That is my
Death Valley.
vulva.
Oh God.
Death Valley? Where dicks come to die. Dumbass.
Oh God. And every time you say vulva, though, that just makes me think of
Brendan, when he
Yes.
thought...
So the story goes that he's trying to come up with the name of the uvula, that little thing that dangles in the back of your throat,
Yeah.
and he called it the vulva, which
in turn made us laugh.
yeah, no.
We couldn't stop. All of us could not stop laughing. And he's all, what? It's a vulva hanging in the back of your mouth. I'm like, I'm sure that would make a lot of men really happy
Oh yeah.
to have a hybrid.
That would take on a whole new meaning of throat fucking. Jesus Christ, it is. Oh no, it's not that late. It's only 7:00. But
So, yeah. Because we were eating ice cream, and one of the flavors was dulce de leche. He said douchey delici. So then it became, are you gonna have some douchey delici for your vulva?
oh yeah, we should never let him live that down. We need to remind him of that.
Oh, I every once in a while I'm like, how?
Because he was what, like 15 when he said that?
I think so.
God.
Yeah. And now he's in his
Right.
20s.
Well, it's kind of like your niece. When you and I first got together, she was still in diapers.
We went to her second birthday.
We went to her second birthday, and that makes her 17 now?
No, will be 17 at the end of May.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Because her and
your nephew,
yeah,
same month, basically the same birthday.
My brother and sister like to breed at the same time.
No. At least it's not like your dad, who, like, every one of his kids was born around the same damn time.
He had spring fever. And both my siblings had the same affliction.
Yeah. Well,
To be born, it's when it's cold out. They like to hibernate.
Right. Oddly enough, though, I come to find out, we're talking about kids being born, where you would think that whole, like, 6 months where people were kind of staying home, that there would be a lot of babies born. There really wasn't. there wasn't as much, like, people just didn't want to have kids, apparently.
COVID babies.
Yeah, I expected there to be a whole truckload of COVID babies because for like 2-3 months it was basically lockdown, and I thought that there would be,
Well, I
but there
guess they
wasn't.
got bored. But I know it only takes one time.
It does only take one time, but to be, I guess everybody was taking precautions. But, which is good because when we got parents like the ones upstairs that are training their kids to be rude, I hate speaking badly about kids. I really do. But it's like when you teach your kid to behave poorly, then they end up being not only bad kids, but bad adults.
Mm-hmm. And that's why their grandmother is a bad adult who spawned a daughter who's a bad adult.
And let's continue the tradition.
And then now we have her semen demons to deal with.
Demons. Her broken condoms.
Her semen demons. Her crotch goblins. Her twat trolls.
Twat trolls. What other horrible names do we come up with for children? Oh, God. Semen demons. Twat trolls.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta come up with something for Coochie. Coochie crabs? No.
Why do I have to come up?
Because you were so much better at the inventive name calling. You just simply are.
I can't just sit here and say it. It has to. It comes up in where it needs to be.
Yeah, it's the random spurts.
appropriate.
Yeah. And now we're just sounding like we're talking about a money shot here.
Right in your eye. Bob and weave.
But yeah, no, and I'm gonna have to actually remember some of those, or we'll have to put up a question. What are horrible names you can give for children amongst such things as semen demon, crotch goblins, and the like?
Coochie critters.
There you go, coochie critters. But yeah, they're all horrible. Especially kids nowadays, because their parents are teaching their kids that they can do whatever they want with zero consequence. And that's the problem. It's like no one has the right to punish your children. No one has the right to do anything or teach them to be better people. And yet, when they're faced with a situation that your kids are misbehaving, and you do
Papa
nothing.
T, get away from all those wires, please. I do not want you to bzz and have a perm.
She has like no undercoat, so she would just be.
Bzz.
Yeah. What's that cat? What was it? Bloomberg? Was that the one where they had the cat that just.
Huh?
The comic strip. Okay,
I don't
never
know.
mind. That's my level of geek, not yours. But I think that was Bloomberg. Yes, we're talking about you again. This episode has been all about the Ma Petite Fleur. She has been French before because, with the Ma Petite Fleur.
Who's giving her the tongue? Who violated my virgin? Well, Brofish tried to, but he just didn't know.
He had no clue how to use what he had.
He knew the feeling. He just didn't know the execution.
Yeah, and
Poor guy.
He always chose to try something while she was eating.
That was the most sexiest position to him. Face down. Hopefully her booty come up.
Oh god, the number of times that she turned around and like snapped at him like it's like what the fuck are you doing? It was hilarious.
Get your jiggly sacks off me.
Oh. You know the bad part is you always keep me laughing like this. That's not a bad thing. It's like that's why I think we are still together the way we are, because you have never stopped making me smile.
Don't be gross.
I have to once in a while. I'm not gonna. I promised I wasn't gonna do anything for Valentine's Day, so give me the occasional mushy.
He's mushy. I'm not. I'm not mushy.
No. She's never been mushy. She tries every once in a while, and it's always appreciated because I know that it is not in her nature to be that.
Not mushy at all.
But,
to animals, maybe.
Yeah, no, you are entirely. Speaking of the disturbing of animals,
The other night. Yeah, talking about you.
Again.
When it was the full moon. And that fucking asteroid was coming closer to the Earth. This one decided to turn in.
Yeah.
She was a cat semen demon.
She decided that we didn't need to sleep. Just
at all.
Totally overrated. Like, from 3 o'clock in the morning straight through until morning. Sleeping was completely unnecessary. So the whole
you need
day,
to sleep? You need to sleep? No! No sleep for you!
So the whole next day, every time we passed by her and she was trying to sleep, we made sure that did not happen.
I was like, hi! 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 Oh!
Oh, man.
Hi!
We got a good night's sleep the next night.
And then, meow! Meow! Meow. Okay, I'll stop. She's looking at me like, why are you doing it again, mommy? So I must have gave her PTSD because the next day, I just, walk past her. I see her sleeping in one of the rooms. And I'll go in there and I'll give her a kiss. I get in the room and she was like, I was like, no. It's just gonna give you a kiss. She was waiting for more. Hi.
Oh, man. And in case anybody else needs further description on how to tell people what to listen to on this podcast, it's a podcast about absolutely nothing, because that's pretty much, other than cat narration, what this episode has been. But oh, look at that. We are nearing our hour. And I still have to edit, so I think we can call this one we can call this one quits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
And then I took a picture with a really big pussy.
We did. A giant one, like bigger than her. The tongue was as big as her head.
My head was smaller than
Smaller than the tongue. Yeah, the tongue was bigger than your head.
Yeah.
It was a big tongue.
Big tongue. It's a big tongue.
Oh, with big tongue, we can end this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for listening to the Squirrel Tangent. If you liked what you heard, please check us out on patreon.com/the Squirrel Tangent. And please share us with your friends. Let them know what you listen to, and hopefully we gave you a good laugh. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are on Twitter. And surprise, surprise, folks, you can listen to us on everything. That includes Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all the above. So please have a great time. Be safe out there and come back soon.
Bye-bye. Bye, Karen.